Hello guys, welcome to session 3 of Automation Pills, practical short videos about implementing automation in your N365 environment. So today we were supposed to start talking about topics in Copilot Studio, but I thought better to hit the break for a second and have a look at the difference between creating an agent inside Copilot Studio and creating an agent using Copilot itself. It's quite a big difference actually, but since there is so many updates and new things, this is something that can potentially cause some confusion. So let's have a look at it. Okie dokie. So as I was saying, there are two ways that you can create an agent in Copilot. Both of them are pretty straightforward, but they differ quite a lot. So the first way is here from Copilot itself. So you see when you land on your N365 page, it automatically shows you that you are in the Copilot tab, and you can create an agent here. You can do it by typing a description, and the Copilot is going to help you to configure it. Or you can click on configure, and this is a more manual hands-on approach like we did the last time. As you see, you still have the name, you can enter a description, you can enter instructions. We spoke about this in session 2. You can add knowledge base, which is great. And then you have the possibility to make it a code interpreter or image generator. So both of them very nice. Finally, you have suggested prompts. Again, we spoke about this during the last session, so I will not spend time on those. Okay, so this will create you an agent, and it's gonna work just fine. But it's going to be some sort of SME, right? It's going to answer your queries by looking into a well-defined set of data and provide you with very good answers and instruction. But it will not be able to perform any task outside this. So it will not be able to interact with a workflow and send you an email. It doesn't have connectors or anything like that. Whereas, if you do the same from Copilot Studio, you can do it from everywhere. But let's say that you go here in agents, you create a new agent. The process will be the same pretty much, so you can do it manually or assisted with Copilot. But once you're done with the first part, you will see that apart from knowledge that you have access, you can use like just in the previous one, you also have tools, you have other agents that you can add to this agent for them to cooperate and do operations together. More importantly, you have topics, which is a very, very powerful tool at your disposal that can, based on an input from a user, it can trigger a set of actions, whatever you need really. You can trigger Power Automates, change values in a SharePoint site. It's really like the sky is the limit. But we will have a deeper look at this in the following sessions. And then you have activity and analytics. And finally, you can choose where to publish it, right? You see how many channels you can publish it to. Whereas in the previous one, you can only publish inside Copilot itself. So it's going to work as an SME resource inside Copilot. So I prepared this little comparison table. You have Copilot Studio Agent Builder versus Copilot Studio. The name is, as usual, very confusing, but this is the first one that we saw, and this other one is the one inside Copilot Studio. So you see that the first one is completely no code, while the second one is low code, depending on how much you want to push it, of course. It's the first one is addressed for people with zero coding experience, and this one is for people that has some coding experience. Knowledge source can be PDF, Word, SharePoint, or web pages. Well, this one can be any connector available in Power Platform, and that's like 1400. It's quite a lot. Yeah, again, this is what is called the declarative agent, in the sense that it's only talking to you. Well, this one can manage workflow, loops, error handling. It's much more complex. Here you have standard Copilot cards. Here you have adaptive cards. So this is how the user will be able to interact with it. Adaptive card is an input device that allows you, for example, multiple choice or to select an image, things like that. So more interactive. Here there is no automation. Here there is deep Power Automate flows. There is no version control. There is version control here. And finally, deployment target. So where you can deploy this agent. Here is Microsoft Copilot only, as we were mentioning. And here you have Copilot, Teams, Web, Dynamics, custom channels, etc., etc. Right. This is it for today. I just wanted to go over these two different ways to create your Copilot. That's it. Have a good day.